Hi there. Have you been considering making a move to Western Massachusetts, but you're not quite sure what to expect? Stay tuned. This video is going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Western Massachusetts. Hi, I'm Lesley Lambert, and I am here to tell you the pros and the cons of living in Western Massachusetts. I am a lifelong resident, and I also went to Facebook and last night asked my locals for some input on what they felt the pros and the cons were. Not surprisingly, spoiler alert, we came up with more pros, but there were a few cons, so hang in there. So let's get to it. Pro number one, there are so many local microbrews, local wineries, and locally owned independent restaurants with beautiful products to sample all up and down Western Massachusetts. You could take a beautiful drive every single weekend and not run out of places to try. Con number one, I can't lie to you about this one. You're gonna see it if you come here. Potholes. The roads are riddled with potholes. The highways, the side roads, the back roads, all roads. It seems like as soon as they fix them, the holes just drop back down again. So many of us have lost a tire or needed a realignment. It is what it is. Pro number two, the weather. Yes, the weather. All 4 seasons. I look forward to all of them. Many people do. It's a beautiful place to experience the changing seasons. Con number two, public transportation. You kind of need a car out here. We do have public transportation, but it's not widespread and it's not readily available to all areas of Western Massachusetts. Pro number three, the proximity between Boston and New York. It's so cool that from most places in Western Mass, you can be in New York City in 3 hours or less and Boston in 2 hours or less. Con number three, we're back to the weather. Not everybody likes all the weather that we have here, and some people are snowbirds because of it. Pro number four, the level of education in Western Mass is phenomenal. We have some of the country's best elementary through high schools, both private and public, as well as some of the top colleges in the world. And they're all right here. And con number four, the taxes. Now, I don't find our taxes locally to be that much higher than other areas, but the issue that I kept hearing from people is that because Massachusetts is sliced up this way, Western Mass still pays in, but we don't see the benefits that Eastern Mass gets because the population is denser out there. Pro number five, space and the pace. We have lots of room. Houses are not on top of one another, and the pace of living is just a little slower than some of the places on the eastern side of the state, shall we say. I ran out of cons. Pro number six, one of my favorites, entertainment and culture. There is something to do all the time. There are concerts and venues and museums and plays, bands, you name it. You'll find it here in Western Massachusetts. There's always something fun to go and participate in. Pro number seven, the outdoors. No matter what time of year it is, it's a beautiful place to be outdoors. Hiking, skiing, camping, biking, kayaking, whatever your jam is, you're going to find it here and you're going to find a beautiful place to do it. And pro tip number 8, the cost of living. I'll probably delve into this one a little more deeply in another video, but it's much less expensive to live in Western Massachusetts than our eastern side of the state, and many people have figured that out and are starting to move west. So, that's my list of the pros and cons of living in Western Massachusetts. If you ever have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to ask. Take care.